Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is day 16 of trying to reach the rating of 2000 ELO online. I'm ready right now, 1820, and let's play another 15-minute game. I gained 9 points yesterday, and now we're gonna play against the 1757. To be honest, I just want to play higher rated, so I'm just gonna abort the game. I specifically set it to be like, what? I wanted to get higher rated people, and they give me, why chess.com, why? Minus 25. Give me 1900s, 2000s, I don't care. Still searching. 1940, okay, here we go. Don't play e4, you're gonna get destroyed. e4, okay, c6. I just love the Caro-Kann, it's just an amazing opening. There's the advance, exchange, defend, knight, okay, the advanced. Now, sometimes they play bishop to d3, and okay, this move is trying to trap the bishop, so you just have to play h5. Is it h5? h5, he's gonna, or is it this? No, it's h5. Well, come on, what's wrong with you? I'm just making sure tile variation. I'm pretty sure in this position we take, queen takes, and we play e6. Pretty sure. Bishop here. It is a move. Yeah. So I was supposed to play h6. The theory is h5, but the best move, I always play h6, always, but if I played this, the bishop takes, knight takes, and I'm gonna put the knight there. Oh yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Imagine him playing f4. I'll be completely out of the... oh. So if bishop takes, knight takes, we play knight to e7. You play the queen here, trying to add pressure. I play here. So queen there, attacking the weak pawn. Then we go takes, knight takes, then we play this, and when he goes there, we put the knight here, attacking both pawns. Let's just take, knight takes. Now we develop the knight. We want to put the knight on f5. He doesn't have this push because we can always take. He might be thinking about queen to f3, but it doesn't really work because of knight to f5. And if you push, take, I'm going to play queen to b6, attacking the weak pawn and the weak pawn, so you don't have a way to defend both. Yeah. So queen to f3, it's not a good move. After this move, I think we're going to play knight to d7, trying to push c5, or maybe queen to b6, trying to castle queenside. And yes, and just hang a fork of the two rooks. So maybe knight to d7, we can push like this, and if takes, we can take with the other knight, developing his knight. Alright. So if I play the queen to b6, attacking the weak pawn, and if he pushed, I'm gonna play knight to f5. I'm gonna go for a lot of weaknesses there. Or knight to d7. The idea behind this move, I don't know if he wants to castle this way. Oh, so if I play the queen to b6, he can just castle this way, defending the weak pawn. And then I play this, he can push, defending, and then I can play knight to d7. Let me play queen to b6. I know that he wants to castle this way, defending the pawn with the king. And then I'm going to play knight to f5, attacking the weak pawn, and after you push c3, after you play c3, I'm going to play queen to a5, attacking the pawn there, He moves the king here. Then I play knight to d7. I don't know. Imagine all of this happening because of h5. If I just played h6 and allowed him to push this one, he doesn't have the bishop here, and I could have just used the bishop to push c5, and when he takes, I can go here. But it's okay to spice things up a little bit and change it every now and then. I'm pretty sure the best move is just castle the queenside. But then I'm gonna play knight to f5, attacking the weak pawn. What the frick? What is that? c4? So c4, what does it blunder? c4, what does it blunder? If I went queen takes b2 and being greedy, he does have to castle. Oh, wait a second. When I take, what about playing this? I take the weak pawn, you take here, I play knight to d7. And if I take, there's just knight takes. I give him a check. So it takes, he's not going to take with the queen. So it takes, he's going to take it with the knight. Defending while also attacking. So pawn takes, knight takes, queen to b4, check. If the queen went there, he's going to lose it. And if the knight went back, so it takes, knight takes, check. What about queen here? Queen takes, you're going to have this pawn, isolated pawn down there. It's really bad. Wow, okay, so this move also allows my knight to centralize by playing knight to d5, which is amazing. Takes. If queen takes, I'm not going to go... Should I take the pawn? No, because we're going to lose the other pawn. So takes, queen takes, I just play knight to d5. The knight is allowed to be here. So this move allows my knight in, but also allows his knight in. So takes, queen takes. I'm just going to take. And if the knight takes, I don't think it's a good move because of check. What? Queen to b4 check. You're not going to move the king, aren't you? You're not going to move the king. No way. What is happening? Check. You cannot block with the queen, you're going to lose the knight. And if check, you block with the knight, then I'm going to put the knight here. And so check. You play queen here. I take, pawn takes. The knight is allowed in. Adding more pressure on the pawn. So check. The queen moves here, I take, pawn takes. How should we not allow this move? By playing this, he gives me the check anyway, and I move around, he takes this pawn. Then I play knight to d7. What the fuck? I was maybe supposed to take the pawn or do something else, I don't know. Check. What about him just moving the king? So check, he just moves the king anyway. And then I play knight to f5, not allowing the knight in, and he doesn't have this push. Okay, now I get it, now I understand. I wasted 2 minutes on this move just to understand it. This is crazy stuff. And just because we're playing against a 1940, we're gonna get 11 points if we just win this game. And 3 if we draw, so we have to do something. Okay, we take the queen, pawn takes. We are forced to play knight to f5 because if the knight went in, this pawn is dead. So knight to f5, stopping the knight from playing knight to d6. He doesn't have this push. He might play f3, trying to push anyway. But after this, you want to push this, and I take, I can just take this pawn or take with the rook. And if you take me, I can take. When you give me this check, I can move away, and I can give you this pawn. It's okay. So he might play f3, trying to be really, really stubborn, trying to force the knight away to play this. Oh, good. What about this? What about just b5? You don't have check. because I can just take you and you cannot really defend the pawn. Or he can. No, you cannot. So f5, b5, sorry, b5. Then I wing here, which is really annoying. But then I have to push, but we'll lose this pawn. So maybe after this, he goes here. Now we play this, we lose this pawn, we can play this. So after this, here, we play this, trying to push, and when he takes, we can take with the pawn or with the king, so it's not really... Playing this, it's really... Let's play b5. If he went here, he's trying to restrict my knight from moving, so he's controlling 2 pieces. But after this move, knight to a5, I'm gonna play king to e7. Yeah, exactly, king to e7. Trying to push, attack the knight. If he takes, I can take. The knight moves somewhere else. And trying to use the king to defend. I cannot play this because he can just take this with a pawn. And if I went here, trying to push, the knight goes back. Then I can play king to d7, defending so that the knight can actually move. Right? Or am I crazy? What about just castling? Castling and use the rook to defend and play knight here. Sorry. So castling, what does it blunder? Castling, what does it blunder? He can push, but I can take. Wait, castling, he does have this. And when I put the rook here, defending the pawn, he can push, take, the knight has to move. I think the best move is just to castle, right? Yeah, I don't know why I'm taking so much time to think about a really reasonable move. This pawn is a little bit weak, but it's not really much of a problem. Always the knight can go back to defend this. So it's not really a problem. We can play this, then I can go here, we can reroute the knight to the center, which is really beautiful square for the knight. And now he doesn't have this, so it's really nice. Maybe he's gonna be really stubborn trying to go there, but we push, and if you take, very nice. I think the best move for him is just to castle and use the other rook to try and to push in the center. This is my... No, he cannot really castle because he's gonna lose his pawn, right? Yeah, he cannot really castle. Well, he can play g3 and castle. What? I'm gonna keep getting surprised from this dude. What is the idea? He wants to use the other rook. But I can play rook to c8, defending the pawn, and now I want to use the knight to reroute it to the center. This move, what does it blunder? Nothing. So play it. Rook to c8, defending the pawn, because now I want to use my knight. Put it into the center. You don't have any pawn push, so the knight will be controlling very important squares with the other knight, which is really nice. What? What are you talking about? You want to put your knight here? You cannot, because it takes, and I'm gonna go here, and you cannot really defend the pawn. So maybe his plan is to go knight to c5. But what is the idea behind knight to c5? He's not controlling really important squares. So knight to d7. If he went here, I can take, and use the open file for myself. No. What does he want? He doesn't have this, no matter what. Knight to d7. Oh, don't you disconnect. Now we have 9 minutes, that's crazy. My idea is very simple. Knight to b6, knight to d5, controlling some important squares in the center. I cannot push this pawn because my knight's even gonna... Wow, yeah. Maybe his plan... What? No, he's crazy. He's just crazy. He is just crazy. Knight here, we can go there, I can go here. What the fuck does he want? This knight move is not good. Knight to b6. Go ahead, play it. Go ahead, play it. Knight to d5, knight to d6, sorry, play it. I take you. You take with the knight. I play rook here. You attack me, I can go there. The knight is forced to go somewhere else, and I can put the knight in center. What? But what about him putting the knight there, and when I take the knight, he takes with the pawn? Well, that's going to create a weakness, because I can play knight c4 and rook to d8, and you cannot really defend the pawn. So it's really blundered to... What? Okay. A blunder to take with a pawn, though. I mean, it's up to him, but it's a blunder to take with a pawn, because my knight and rook will go here, and you cannot really defend it. So when you take with the knight, I'm just going to play rook to d8. And you don't have anything. The knight is, yeah, a little bit strong, but it doesn't control any important squares in my position, so... But I'm really afraid, I mean, this pawn is really ugly. Really ugly, because I have to make another ugly move trying to defend it. If I just played h6, yeah. Maybe now we can push f6, because he cannot take, we're gonna win the knight. So after this, he might play f4, but then I take and he takes with this pawn. But then my knight will be here, attacking two pawns. What? That's crazy stuff. Juego. To be honest, I don't know what his plan. I know that he understands something like a concept in chess. The knight has to be very strong in the center like this, but it doesn't really control some important squares, so I don't know why he went for it. You don't have this push. Or does he? What about playing f6 now? f6, you play this, I go takes, you take with this pawn, I play this, you cannot push. f6 is really ugly. f6 I cannot take because that's a blunder. This is number one, f6. And if I take, playing knight here, is it a good move? Knight to d5, he push, I take. He put the rook in. Or should I go knight to c8? Trying to go for a rook trade. Is this like a really strong move? I have to play f6, right? I don't care. I'm going for it. I don't care. He cannot take. That's the move that he is trying to go for. That's it. Now I can play this. You can push the other pawn, and after I take, he takes with this pawn, and I can go here. Because if he takes, we're gonna have some. So we have to keep these two together. So either I push, control the knight square, so I can play this. The knight cannot get in, so the only push that he has is c4. And when I take, knight takes, rook takes, and I can just play rook here. You cannot get in. But if I take, I think this is the blunder because I'm allowing the rook to infiltrate. So maybe the best move is to go f5. f5, we're controlling the knight. This is number one. Number two, we're not allowing this anymore. And this move, the only pawn break that he has is this, and it doesn't really work. I love it. I love it. f5. I love it. Yes, this is a weak pawn, but try to get to it. You cannot really get to this pawn or this pawn, even though they're really weak, but... And they're really hard to be defended as well, but he cannot really get to them. That move is just a waiting move, so we have to act fast. If I play this, what about playing rook to b8, trying to put the knight there, and after takes, and you want to go for exchange? I'm the one who's winning because I'm controlling the open file. So rook to b8. For rook to b8, he does have this. But then I play it, and takes, you want to put the rook there. I can give you a check. Rook to b8. My idea, I want to put the knight here, blockading these pawns, and when you take me, I take with the pawn, even though I'm gonna get double pawns, but when you take me and I take you, I'm gonna get in with a check and win this pawn, or try to get in, collect these pawns. So this game is all about who is controlling the future open file, you know. This is just dead. This is dead position. He doesn't have any counter play on this side. So all he needs to do is just go for a pawn break on this, on this. This does not work. This might work. What? Yeah, this is exactly what he was doing. I want to put the rook there and trying to attack somehow. So if I play this, stopping the rook from playing this, he goes takes. I go pawn takes. He takes me. No, he can play rook here, and that's going to be very annoying. No. This is bad. This is bad positional chess. Okay, so the best move is to go here, maybe a5. If you play this, I'm just gonna take you, and if you put the rook there, I'm just gonna push like this. I think we have to expand on this side. No. Fuck. If he just moved and I just removed that, I was just gonna go crazy. This is a very drawish position. The knight is really strong, but as I told you, yeah, like there's no reason for me to put the rook there or there. What? What do you want? What does he want? So he wants to push like this, and when I take the knight with the knight, he's gonna take with the knight, and when I take, I'm gonna lose the rook. That's his entire plan. It's a shitty plan, but yeah, you can go for it. If I play this, the knight will live there. The rook will live there. So wait, here, I play this now. And you're gonna lose the pawn, right? So this, you move the rook behind. I'm pretty sure this is his entire plan. So if I went here, now he doesn't have this plan. So this, what about him sacrificing the knight? So here, sacrifice the knight, I can take, rook takes, and I can play this, and when you take me, I can give you a check. That's so fucking crazy. I'm just gonna play a3, a4. Maybe he does have this sacrifice. Takes, attacking my... He does have it actually. Knight takes, pawn takes, rook takes, then I cannot move because I'm gonna lose my rook. No, I can play knight to d7, he doesn't have it. Knight takes, pawn takes, rook takes, I have knight to d7 protecting, so he doesn't have it. So the rook is forced to move it. Yeah. We still don't have knight to c4 because if knight takes, pawn takes, we're gonna lose our rook. So maybe... What about sacrificing the rook? He takes a little with this, I go here, attacking the rook. You can push, but it doesn't make queen. What about just going here? Attacking the weak pawn, you cannot push, you're gonna lose the rook, so this. Trying to put the rook there. I think this is a good move. Is it a good move? My pawn is really good, like, damn, he's really good. But I'm still fighting, you know. I really underestimated this knight. This knight is super strong. But I'm attacking a weak pawn. You're gonna defend with the king. I don't have any push on this side. Do I? Takes, here. Do I have it? Or should I play this? Because I know he wants to play this. Can he play this? But then I play here, and when you take, I take with a pawn. This is such a crazy position. This move does not work because of this. And if you take me, I can take with a pawn. That's it. So try to just make a normal move so that he can move. I know he wants to push this, but the best move is to go knight to c7. And when he takes, we take with the pawn, defended by the knight. No, you idiot, when he pushes and you play this, he takes and you take and he takes and he takes and takes. You'll lose in the oh my god. But no, if he pushes, we're gonna take with check. Nani? Okay, should I go and remove the knight now? I do have this and he push. Then I play this. And takes. Try to get the king closer. Maybe I sacrifice the knight, sacrifice the rook and he takes and I get the king here. He doesn't have any push because I can take with check, and when you take with the king, we're gonna take you and you take. And maybe I can block. No. Play this. He's making just fast moves. He's just playing on my time, which is really shitty kind of chess. Don't play on my time. Play your chess. Stop using time as a tool. He went for it. Okay, now he's using his okay. Now we cannot take because now it's not a check. So if I went back and he takes, I take, and so if I went back, he takes, I take with a pawn, he takes with the knight, I take, and rook takes, and rook takes, and rook takes. What am I supposed to do? What about playing here? Ooh. So here, and you take, I sacrifice. Now, oh my god! I cannot sacrifice the rook because now it's coming with check. I did it to myself. This, you take. I push, you take. Now it's a check. You cannot take me with the knight because, wait, here, you take. I push the other pawn. And if you cannot take, because that's going to be a check and you cannot take, it's pinned. Let's go knight to b6. He takes, we don't take, because now rook takes. Do I have check anyway? And the knight takes and I have a check. But the king can move here defending. So check takes, check, king here. And I can play rook to d8. I can make it a draw if I want to. But if I played c5 and he takes, that's going to be a check. The king moves somewhere else, he cannot take me. So I'm going to win the rook, but he's going to have two passed pawns. Which is bananas. I can just take, and I cannot take here because if that's going to be with the check, and now the king can move. And if I pushed, I can put the pawn here. So wait, if I pushed, he takes, that's a check. Or should I sacrifice the knight, he takes, I give a check, the king moves here, and I play this. So check, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Now it's going to be a series of checks because you cannot stop me from making checks. So wait, here, 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 here. When I give him check and he moves here, I don't have check, rook to d2 check because the knight is actually controlling. So I have to play c5, it is the only move. I gave up a pawn, now I'm giving up the second pawn. Wow, that's just crazy. It's not good, don't do what I'm doing, okay? It's not good, but this guy is really good. He's using his time really effectively, really nice. You cannot take because that's going to be a check, then I cannot take me because it's pinned. And when you take me, I give you a check and I take the rook and you take back. Surprisingly, I don't have any moves. What the fuck? So he can actually take. He can actually just take. That's crazy. Even if I'm gonna take the rook, he's still winning. So takes here, then I cannot take. The king moves somewhere else, and I take and rook takes. He's gonna have two passed pawns, and the rook cannot really hold them because this stupid knight is really strong. Wow. I really underestimated this knight being here. I was supposed to reroute the knight, attack it. That's it. Okay, what happens if he did not take and he just defended the pawn 3 times, in 3 ways? Now I take, because when you take with the king, now your knight is pinned. And I can play this to control maybe the open file, but any rook attack I cannot control the open. Oh, that's crazy stuff. This is crazy chess. What happens if he did not take and he just defended the pawn? I can push. He cannot take me because the knight is defending. So this. And then maybe I can sacrifice the rook, and when he takes I can go here and my king will be on d5, and there's no way to actually get in with the rooks because the knight is controlling. Oh my god, can I get a draw? If I get a draw, I'm going to get 3 points, so I have to get it. So I have to do it. If he takes, we're going to go for this check because this is the only move that works. We're going to take the rook. But this is just winning. It's actually winning, but I'm just playing on the fact that my opponent is going to get scared, that thinking, oh, he's going to play with 2 rooks, I'm only going to play with 1, so he might not get into that. Because he obviously sees that that's going to be a check and I'm going to win the rook. So maybe he doesn't, so he gets afraid and he just defends the pawn, and then I can play this, and whenever you attack my pawn, I can sacrifice my rook and take, and put my king on d5. And every single time I calculate shit, he does the exact opposite. That's crazy. It's crazy. So now if I push, he does have... isn't that a blunder? I can push now. Knight takes, that's going to be with a check. The king moves here, I can take you. But if this and you take with the rooks, thank you so much for the rook. You take with the knight, that's still going... Oh my god, he just blundered. Please take it. Take it. Come on, take it. He doesn't see that this is a check, or what the hell? But I still cannot play rook to c8. Oh my god. Come on, take it. Take it with a knight. I can play rook to d4 check, and I'm gonna win the knight, so it's a blunder. And king here, I have to play this. I need 1, 2, 3 moves to get into the game. I need 3 moves to get into the game. Wow. Come on, take it. He went here. He wants to take like this, but now you're gonna get pinned. What? What does he want? What is this? Who am I? Can I sacrifice now? Sacrifice the work. He takes with the pawn, I take with the king. And I can play king to d5, defending with the knight and the king. You play a rook here, I can play it there. I'm just defending everything. Sacrifice he cannot take. So sacrifice the rook, he takes with the pawn, I take with the king. He tried to use this, but I can play here. He does have a check, but I can slide there. And now the rook can actually get in. Or just play a rook to a8. Rook to a8, what does it blunder? What does he want? He wants to go here. But then I can take, and when you take this, oh my god, play rook to a8. Rook to a8. He doesn't have this. That's a blunder. Because if knight takes and king takes, that's going to be a check, and I'm going to win the rook. Why am I seeing tactics like after I do like, oh my god. My idea is to want to go here and defending the weak pawn. That's my entire plan. Nani? I can play check, you cannot go here because, oh my god. Oh my god. Check takes, that's a blunder. So check, the king has to go back here, then I can push. That is nuts. That is freaking nuts. Or should I play this? But I can push, but that's going to be with a check. No, play this. Play this. Oh, now he can take. But that's Come on, that's I think it's gonna get bent, so he cannot really take because it's gonna get bent. And when he attack me, this is a fork. Oh, my opponent is like, oh my god, this is the craziest game ever. He can still not take this pawn, and I cannot sacrifice because the king. Oh my god, that's a blunder. Thank you so much for the knight. Thank you so much for the knight. Thank you so much for the knight. You cannot play this. That's a fork. I'm winning the game. He blundered. Wow. I'm not winning the game. I'm still low on time, but this is a blunder, 100%. I'm gonna take you, and I'll be. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That comes with a check. That comes with a check, man. I can play this. I can play this. He can attack me, and I can give him a check. Or should I just play this? Now that loses the game or something. What should I do? Should I go here and start to give him a check and defend the pawn like this way? But he's gonna start pushing his pawns. If I play this, he's gonna attack me. I'm gonna play this and he's gonna attack me one more time. So maybe playing this. He doesn't have this now. He does have this, but this is with a check. He moves here, I give him another check. He moves here, I give him another check. The king moves somewhere else. Now I can push the pawn. This or this does not work. He can defend with the rook, actually. But defend with the rook, I take you, your rook takes, and king... Okay. Okay. Alright. That is mad. That's so crazy for you to do that. This freaking pawn, man. Give him a check. This is a blunder. Obviously. He does see it. The king moves somewhere else. Can I push my pawn? He push here. I push here. He push here. I can go here. That is super nuts. What about playing here? Trying to give check. He move here. Check, 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 and get a draw. Is this a drawing position or winning position? Rook here. He push. I play this. He push. I play this. But he can play here. But that's, oh my god, he can play rook to a1. You gave him a chance. But no, I have a3. I have a3. He does play this. I go here. This. Here. Check, I can go there. What? What the fuck is happening? You cannot push because I'm gonna play king to c7. I'm stopping the pawn. The rook cannot get in because I can play a3. A fork, you motherfucker. A fork, you idiot. A fork, you fucking bozo. He's defending the pawn? Are you fucking crazy? Why are you defending a pawn? Here I believe... Oh my god, he's such an idiot. I'm sorry guys for saying these words, but he's just an idiot. This... Huh? I can take you. I can take you. He's blundering on so many levels. What is this? I can take. I can take. Rook takes and play here. And when you take and push and I can go here. So take, what about he push? So take, he push, I play rook here. You take me, I play this. Freaking think. Takes, push. Play this, takes, here. You move the rook there, I can move here. This, he can play here. I can play this, and when you push, I can go here. What the frick is going on? Rook takes. I play this. You take, I take. You go here, I can go there. What is he doing? You cannot push because I can take you. You play this. Oh! I can sacrifice the rook by playing e6. This takes, push, I cannot stop it. Oh my god. Freaking idiot. Stop the pawn. If he plays this, then that's a blunder because if takes and king gets in. Oh my god, he can sacrifice the rook by playing e6. I found it with only 1 minute on the clock and he has 6 minutes. Don't play on your opponent's time. Weirdos. This here. Use your king. Why the frick not? He plays this. You take, and you go and you lose the game. So now he can push this. But it's gonna be a series of checks. I don't know. Why am I only focusing on how he can punish me and win the game? I'm not thinking how I can win the game. I'm only thinking of how he can win the game. It's rook to d6. I mean, come on, yeah. I can play this. You take, I take. You get the king in. I go here. You get the king in. I go here. I don't know. So takes, and push. No. Check. He gets in. I take, and now I can make my... Give him a check. Blunder to go back, because if takes, and push the pawn, you go here. I push the pawn one more time. Oh my god. Here. Is it a draw or what? Like someone watching this game. What? Huh? Oh, that does work. This. Here. What is happening? I can take the pawn, he can push. Give him a check, the king moves somewhere else. I don't have time. I'm not thinking. He can push, I can play this. He can always go here. Why am I just allowing them to push? I have to go all the way back. This. If I went here, he can just take my rook and I take. What the fuck is going on? He takes and I take and he push and I play this and he push and I can play this. Don't push your pawn, you idiot. What am I supposed to do? Fuck off, man. I don't have time. I don't have freaking time. You can push. This is the best move. Because this is going to end up in a draw. This is the best move. What am I supposed to do after that? Should I play this? He goes here. I'm losing. If I played here and he moves here, I can play... And if this, he plays this, I go here. What? Is it a draw or not? This, only square here. Check, this is a... Wait, here, check, here. The king moves away here, that's going to be a draw. And if this, I can go back, king to e7. So he cannot really get in and take those pawns. That's a draw. It's a draw. Or maybe not. If I moved here, he can move there. And I can move here, and he takes and I can play this, and he can take here. Oh, it's not a draw. This here. What about pushing? Yeah, what about pushing and losing the entire pawn? Wow. Wow. Crazy. This takes here. He can take with this, but if I went here and he takes. Playing this, he can take. And I can go here, and he goes here, and I can go there. I mean, 3 pawns, man. 3 pawns. No, this is losing. Wow. Just wow. How did I lose the game? How the fuck did I lose the game? Let me see the game review. That is mad. Okay, show me. 69% accuracy. He played with 77% accuracy. And he's the one who did the blunder? What? He is the one who made the blunder and I lost? No, it is the best move, or an opening move. Okay. That is the best move. Why not? Allow him in. Okay. It is the best move. Just play this. It cannot take you because you're always gonna take. Oh. It's a mistake. Knight here. And when he takes and you take, and well, what about takes? Oh, now I understand. Inaccuracy. What? Sacrifice the rook. And when he takes, you have knight to c4. The rook moves somewhere else, you take, and this is just a dead position. He cannot move anything. Wow. The engine is amazing. Spotted that the knight is really strong, and I mean, just was just a waiting move. I did not know what to do. That was a miss. Knight back. Should I go knight to c7? Knight to c7. And after takes, knight takes. We go knight takes, and when we go rook takes, we go rook takes and rook takes. That's going to be with a check. Oh, and any check we can just go back. Oh, nice. Retreat with the knight. You cannot go there because you're gonna take and rook takes. And you're gonna play this, and you're gonna. Oh, wow. That was the best move. That was the best move. There's just crazy stuff. That was the blunder that he made. Rook to c7. What am I supposed to do? It's not even the best move. Rook to c8. Oh. I'm not sure there was a difference between... That was a miss? Oh my god! 40 seconds on the clock. I mean, I cannot do anything, but it's rook to c8. When you take and rook takes, you take with the rook with a check. You don't just give this check. Oh my god. The best move is rook to c8, right? Yes! Yes! Oh. Now he is the one who's still winning. What was he supposed to do? Push the pawn? That was a good move. Great move. So it's not really a good move, this. Rook to c3. Go there and start pushing your own pawn. Yeah, I mean, you are the one who's winning now. I'm still like... That was the blunder, that was the blunder. I just did not see there was the check. I swear to God I did not see there was a check. And the only way to stop it now is to draw, unless I was giving checks. I can always go rook to b3, man! No, I cannot go rook to b3, there's pawn there. Come on, what an idiot. What was the best move? Give a check, the king moves here. And what? Give another check, give another check, give another check, give another check, and then what? And then what? So it's a draw. Who's winning? It's not winning. It is a draw. That was the... He sacrificed the fucking pawn to sacrifice the other. This guy is crazy, motherfucker. Oh my god. Why you went back with the rook? Move your king up. Go move the king up. Stop pushing your own pawn. When you don't defend, I always go for this. He was supposed to take me. He was that was it. I told you. Told you when I was recording. I told you he was supposed to sacrifice the rook by pushing the pawn. And when I take and he pushed, there's no stopping the pawn. And there's no perpetual check because the king can get closer. Beautiful move, but he did not find it. I did find it, but what is the point? Oh my god. Go here. What about just take and get the king here? Now we'll be losing. That was a miss. What was I supposed to do? Go all the way back. When he goes here, now you go there. And show me how you're going to push your pawn. Keep giving me checks, but I can go here. That was going to be... That was the best move for him, that he was winning the game. He took, and now he went for the pawn. And now just losing. I thought that it was going to be a draw somehow, but it's not. Wow. I got like a 1700, back at 1900. 100%. 100%. Good opening. But shitty endgame by me. We're back to 1815. I was winning twice in the game. But only if I had enough time. Like you can see the major gap between my time and his time. He has 7 minutes and I only have 1 minute, which is really bad. That was it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye.